Tony, did it end up being just too much of a hill to climb tonight to get out of what happened in the second period?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, congratulations to Minnesota. They were really good tonight to start the game, especially the first two periods. We were as flat-footed there for that 10 minutes as we've been in a long time. So they took advantage of it. They played like it was a championship game. They played like it was a game that they remember what happened to them in Minneapolis just a month ago. They took it to us there for that portion of the game. But I like the way we bounced back, and left it on the ice during the third period. It was definitely too little, too late. But our season, we've got lots to be proud of and lots to be excited about, and how we got to this position. And what we've done all year is, when things haven't gone as well as we'd like them to, we've responded. So maybe this is a good thing to have happen before the tournament. I don't think we took Minnesota lightly. I just don't think we were very sharp for part of that game, and we let them, take control of really the first two periods. And then when we did get skating and we did get working and we did, play like we were capable of, we gave them some fits. But you can't, expect to win a hockey game against a great team like that, if you don't play 60 minutes. So it was. It might be a good thing for us. Obviously, we would love to have been Big Ten playoff champions, but we'll move on and get ready for the tournament.
Tony, you mentioned that they outskated you in that stretch, and obviously they put the puck on net and beat your goaltender a few times. Did you make a change because he was struggling? You wanted to spark something, or what was going through your mind there at the end of two?
Yeah, we wanted to spark something. I thought we left him kind of, by himself there. I thought our D zone coverage, for the first time was really sloppy. They were rolling pretty good in the offensive zone, and we weren't getting a whole lot of, puck stops from our defensive players. And it was pretty loose for us in front of them. So I thought it would be a good change. It would be a good change to give us even 20 seconds there of a little bit of a break rather than waste a timeout. I thought a 20-second little change there might, get us thinking a little bit differently. And, I thought Robbie came in. He did make some saves for us to give us a chance to get back in it. We were climbing uphill in the third period, but we battled, and I don't know that team gives 3 goals in that amount of time too many times this year. So, it shows that we had the right fight in us. It was just, we started the game a little bit late tonight.
Tight in that game against Michigan State, Saturday game a couple of weeks ago. Was it a little bit of the same kind of thing, knowing what was on the line, that there was some nerves or tightness from your team tonight?
I don't know, Todd, about that. I'm really proud of our guys, all year, what we've done. We lost in the championship game of the Big Ten playoffs. We won the Big Ten regular season. We've got lots to be proud of. I don't want to dissect this game and make it anything bigger out of it than it was. It was a game we didn't play as well as we'd like to have. And I don't want to go a whole lot deeper into that. I thought we played really well last night. I know it was overtime. I thought Penn State played outstanding. I thought we played a really good game when we broke down the film. We played a really solid game last night, even though it was overtime. So I was happy with that. Tonight's game, again, we just didn't have it going. And again, Minnesota, we kicked their butts, a month ago. They wanted payback, and they took advantage of it when we weren't real sharp. And they were good at that point, and it was enough to get them the championship and the playoffs. So, again, I can't say enough about our team and what we've done all year. So I don't want to nitpick and say, we were nervous or whatever. We just didn't perform the way we have all year, and Minnesota took advantage of it that portion of the game.
Hi, Tony. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cole Caulfield had, I think, 8 shots, but maybe didn't get too many quality looks until that one there at the end. Is that kind of why you made that line change there in the third period to try and maybe get him some better looks? Or?
Yeah, I'll tell you, their goalie wouldn't tell you that those weren't any quality looks. So he's shooting the puck and he's in the offensive zone. That's a quality look. So I thought Cole, skated well. I thought that, again, our team wasn't really in sync the first 2 periods, so we didn't have a ton of offensive flow with it. We didn't have any power plays the second, third period, so we didn't get a lot of touches there. So we changed lines because we weren't playing well enough in the second period. We thought we'd just try a few different things to see if we could spark something. It did. I thought the first, few shifts of the period, you could see that we were getting our legs under us and we had a little bit of momentum. We had them on their heels a little bit, so we kept, mixing the lines up there and just came up a little bit short.
Tony, how do you use these next few days going into the selection show and then whatever the schedule will be next week? What are your plans there?
We're going to focus on, like we always have all year, and we're going to get back to work in a couple of days. We'll work on some of the parts of the game where we weren't happy with today's. But our team, again, this year has been great in our preparation on how we practice, how we've handled different scenarios that have gone against us. I'm going to, like I always do, trust our leaders that we'll be ready to practice and focus on what we need to get ready for a strong showing in the tournament. So, we'll have an energized practice like we always do in a couple of days, and then wait to see where we're going in Sunday's selection.
Tony, going into that third period down 5-1, some teams may have kind of just skated it out. You guys obviously turned it up. So what was the key to getting that energy back into your game?
I think that's just the makeup of our team. One, the guys were in there, they were embarrassed. I didn't have to tell them that. There's some things that needed to be said. We said them. They got a lot of pride. They have all year. There's been, there hasn't been a situation that we faced that I haven't been proud of them and how they handled themselves. And I would have liked to have had a better start to the game and maybe taken control and got to our game before we let them get to their game by being flat-footed. And I don't think it was a lack of respect for Minnesota. I think, just because we went into their place, like I said, a few weeks back and had an easy weekend, they weren't at their best, and we knew they'd come out with some payback on their mind, and they played an outstanding game. And the third period for us was just the response that we've had all year. We didn't like the way our team was playing as individuals and as a group, and they put their hard hats on and went to work and scratched and clawed and did everything they could to get back in the game, but just like we said earlier, just a little bit short.
Tony, considering that you guys just lost and you're going to be in the NC2A field, this might be a little bit odd timing for this, but will you start to get pretty damn excited about seeing your name called on Sunday, given the path that you guys have taken since you took over the job to get this program back to where you wanted?
I mean, yes, that's every team's goal, is to get a chance to, compete in the national tournament. And, coming into this year, we had high expectations for ourselves. I think other people looked at us and said, hey, they got some good pieces. They might, be able to string some things together. But what I like about our team is we've been really consistent throughout the year. And I know, the first part of the year when we got to the Christmas break, I said we're in a really good spot. We played with a short roster for pretty much the first month and a half of the season. And when Dylan Holloway, you lose your 4 players to quarantine for that stretch of time there, we came out of it in a really good spot. And I really liked, lots of the things that our leaders and our captains and our locker room, it was a good feeling. So to get to this point, the guys have earned it. They've earned the right to be in the tournament for what they put into it. We won the Big Ten. I mean, look at the teams that we competed against to win the Big Ten. We came up a little bit short in the Big Ten playoff, tournament. And, there's nothing to, hang our heads and feel sorry for ourselves about. We got an opportunity to go compete with 16 teams. We got to win 4 games. And the only thing we can do right now is prepare for that first one. And I know our team, I know our mentality of our team. I know the guys in that room. We'll put this one behind us fast. We'll learn from it. And we'll see where they send us in Sunday's announcement and get ready to go.
Hey, Tony, it's me again. Obviously, you might lose a few key players once this season is over. Does that bring at all a sort of sense of urgency for this group to get something done while it's still together?
I don't know that there's any team of any league that ever has the same team back the next year. Whether you're in college, whether you're in NHL, whatever level you're at, there's always changes made, from one season to the next. So I don't think anyone's looking at that. I think what we're looking at is an opportunity that we feel that our guys have committed to doing something special this year as a group. And so I don't think we're going to lose guys. We got to make the most of it. Now I think it's, hey, we got a special group here. Let's finish this season the right way, the way we've been going all year. And it's been a special year so far, and now we've got an opportunity to really show the rest of college hockey. We've shown the Big Ten. I don't think there's a Big Ten team that has walked out of a building this year and not had a lot of respect for how hard our team has played and how we've gone about things this year. And now we got to show it to the rest of college hockey when we get to the tournament.